and you've got to face it, Damien, but we're not as good at football as the Brazilians. Despite poor facilities, they still seem to produce some outstanding players, don't they?
That's right, Romario.
Juninho.
Ronaldo, well, there are loads of them, aren't they? They certainly do. And one football mad teacher from Leeds wants to make sure that the kids he teaches are as good as the Juninhos of the future. Simon Clifford already runs a soccer school based on Brazilian methods in Roundhay. Now he wants to revolutionise football coaching using skills he's picked up on the other side of the Atlantic.
It's difficult to believe that this man, sandwiched between the cars at the Pacaembu Stadium in Sao Paulo, introduced football to Brazil over 100 years ago. Charles Miller came to Sao Paulo armed with only 2 footballs and an FA rulebook. Without him, Brazil would not be the footballing power it is today. He came to Sao Paulo to teach football. I've come to learn. I've been coaching in England for a few years and I was dissatisfied really with the way children were coached, and I started looking into how Brazilians were trained, because to me Brazilians are the best footballers in the world, not just in terms of the trophies they've won but also in their style of play. So for me it was common sense that if you wanted to improve coaching in England that you'd look to Brazil, and I was surprised when I came out here that I've been the first English person to actually come over here and have a look. The main thing I'm interested in here is the game of Futebol de Salao. It's played with a small ball, with one other difference. It's heavily weighted to encourage passing, creativity and better control of the ball, and I think this is the main reason why Brazil does so well as a footballing nation. Estamos muitos em Futebol de Salao, né? Muitos.
Demais, muito.
See?
Esse controle.
All the time, all the time.
Controle de bola e esse balanço.
Getting the balance.
Yes.
That's just what we need in England. I find it incredible. I mean, this morning I'm enjoying your training, but at the same time I feel sad. And I find it unbelievable that in 40 years of Brazil dominating world football, nobody's come here to see this. Because this training is wonderful. The children are using their feet very, very quickly, using a small ball, it's on the floor. I mean, to me, there's no better training.
É jogo de, que a gente costuma dizer, jogo de paciência, onde você trabalha muito a jogada e de repente vai, não é igual ao futebol de campo onde você...
In Futebol de Salao, the movement and tactics are different because they rotate positions. We don't have defence and attack. Each child's rotating, playing different positions at different times of the game. Eu entendo. One.
And that was Zico.
Well, I've come to Zico's soccer school in Rio. He's coaching Japanese kids this morning. He's very, very good with the kids. It looks like he's working a lot with the ball. But I ask myself, why aren't the English kids here in Brazil coming to learn? Why is there only Japanese?
After 13, 14 years, it's okay, tactics.
Yeah, but first, free.
First, free.
To express yourself. And is this typical in Brazil?
Typical in Brazil.
Yeah?
My method is only ball.
Only ball?
Ball. Everyday ball.
Pianista, o bom guitarrista, eles trabalham em cima do instrumento.
Just as a great musician or a great pianist or a great guitarist always works with the instrument they work with, the more time they spend with that, the better. The same is true for a footballer. The more time he works with that ball, the more success he will have.
A tendência do sucesso é o maior possível.
Futebol de Salao is a game played in Brazil with a smaller, heavier ball. How important is this game and the other fun games the Brazilians play for developing better skill and technique?
É claro que qualquer tipo de jogo.
I myself came out of Futebol de Salao, and in Futebol de Salao you have a much smaller space, and you have to think much quicker, and you also have a smaller ball, so when you end up playing a regular-sized game, everything is much easier. That doesn't mean that you need this background to be a great footballer. Any type of football you play can make a great football player.
No campo pode encontrar mais facilidade.
I've got a wonderful opportunity while I'm here to listen to some of the world's greats, which for a teacher from England is something, and I've got to use this opportunity. Speaking to some of the the great players like Zico, they believe that this is the main factor as to why Brazil does so well at international football, because the children are schooled in this game of Futebol de Salao. So I'm determined to take it back to England and make it take off there and hopefully raise our national game.